Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry this video took a really long time to do. I had some unfortunate news happen this week, and some of you already know, but the majority of you don't. I had actually lost my job this Wednesday. The purposes were due to COVID, and I'm hoping that was the only purpose, as I actually really liked working. Well, I liked my job. I liked what I did, and yeah, so it was kind of a bummer this week to find that out, especially in the middle of the week, and just kind of puts you off a little bit. And sorry if my voice is a little different than usual. It's emotions are still pretty high, considering things are just uncertain for a lot of people, and I know a lot of people are going through the exact same thing, and I feel for you because now I'm in the same boat. It definitely sucks. It really sucks, and hopefully EI kicks in soon, and hopefully I either find a new job or hopefully I get hired back for the position that I was in. But when I left, basically it didn't seem like I was going to get hired back, even though that I was the only one in my department that did what I did. But we'll see. Trying to be positive about the future, and hopefully just gonna get by, and hopefully some positivity is gonna come, but we'll see. Sorry if you can hear some background noise at the moment. Upstairs people, I don't know what on earth they are doing up there, but it sounds like they're redoing their flooring again for the fourth time, and sorry if you can hear it. It's a bit annoying, but gotta deal with it. So without further ado, the reason why I wanted to do this video was to show you this Polygel kit that I found on Amazon. This is my first ever review video. So hopefully it goes okay, but I've never heard of this brand before, but it is all over Amazon. So I'm just thinking it's probably just a Chinese brand, and I don't even want to know the chemicals that are in these. I don't recommend you guys buying these just because I don't know specifically what's in them, and I don't know if you are going to have a bad reaction. I don't know if it's more acrylic than gel. I don't know if it's more gel than acrylic, and some of you may be allergic to acrylics. So if you are, just avoid this product like no tomorrow. It's not for you, and I don't want you to see this video and think, oh, I'm gonna buy it because it's on Amazon and it's cheap and I can do my own nails at home. That's not the point of this review. This review is more out of curiosity to see how this is before I bring in professional grade brands. I just want to see if I personally like using it and whether or not I see it being beneficial to use on you guys as clients. But whereas you guys may not be a client of mine that watched the video, it's just solely for a review. It's not to push the brand. I'm not sponsored by a brand or anything like that. It's just, I want to see what this stuff is all about. Now, the one that I posted on the Instagram and Facebook page are what I have in front of me. I haven't bought anything else. The brand is Gershion. I am probably butchering the name, so I do apologize about that. It is a temperature color changing nail gel extension kit. It's probably backwards, but here it is. This is the kit. I have already gone ahead and opened it just to see, because curiosity, obviously. Now, when I originally opened it, the first thing that I noticed immediately was a really bad smell. Usually when I get something that has a really bad, out of the ordinary smell, I already know it's a cheap product, and that is exactly what I smelt when I opened this. Out of packaging wise, they're actually really cute. I'm not gonna lie. Just black tubes with their stickered logo on it. I don't know if it's going to, there we go. Really cute. I don't mind it. It's nice. Most of the bottles that I have, as you can see even behind me, are black. I like black. It's very stylish. It looks good with any theme that you're going for in your own salon. Now, it came with 2, 4, 6, 7 different colors, a base coat and a top coat. Now, these are thermal, so they are going to change with the temperature of your nail bed. You're usually going to have the tip. The extension part is going to be the color, and the nail bed part that it touches is most likely going to be, I believe it's white, it showed online. So the color that I'm going to show is a little bit off-putting considering they call this color light green, but as you can see by the color, that looks blue to me, like a nice aqua, but we shall see. So just to go over what's in the kit, so this is the coloring in the top and the base. It does have your instructions, which is really good. Some of the instructions, when it calls for slip solution, I believe it is just like an alcohol, or I wouldn't even say it was nail polish remover, because that's just going to break it down completely and you don't want to use it. So a slip solution is just cleanser, alcohol, whatever, but they call it a slip solution and they don't exactly tell you specifically what it actually is. I'm just going by from a professional experience from what I use. And then they give you forms, which, I mean, you can use, but the point of using Polygel is to use these little plastic tips. I haven't even opened this yet. These little plastic tips are reusable, if I'm not mistaken. So they're these little tips. As you can see, they have a grid on them just to guide you. But of course, the length that I like my nails, this doesn't even cover it. And then they give you your own file, which is 180 grit, which is exactly what I use on you guys. So this I'm actually pretty happy about, and that way you're actually going to be able to properly prep your nail. Now, I've already gone ahead and prepped my nails, which means I've pushed the cuticles back, I've filed them down, and I've clipped the cuticles that are showing, I've etched them, and I've wiped them with alcohol just to make sure that they are 100% ready for these Polygel tips to go on. What they also give you is a brush, which is quite nice. Once again, I do like the packaging. This is really sleek and really stylish. And so this is the scoop, or the spatula bit, and you literally just open these and you use the spatula. See? That's more of like a teal in my mind. And that is what this little spatula bit is for, is you just scoop it out like that, and then you apply it into the tip. I'm going to switch my camera around and show you from like a bird's eye point of view of how to actually apply them. Bear with me, this is going to be the first time I've actually flipped my camera in order to do this. So if it kind of goes fuzzy, I do apologize. I am still looking for the best camera possible, as I'm still filming with my tablet, and my phone is really old and doesn't exactly have a lot of memory left. So that's why I'm still kind of filming like this. Hopefully in the near future, I will have a much better camera that I will be able to do a lot of different little angles for. And then this is the brush bit. So as you can see, it's a dual, I just touched it. It has the spatula on one end and then the brush on another. It's not a bad brush, I'm not gonna lie. I still have to clean it and make sure that it is going to be properly usable. Ones, when you're not spending about 40 bucks on a really good brush, usually you have the bristles kind of like splaying around, and that I always have to go in and cut them, but so far so good with this one. I'm just playing with it really lightly. I'm not bending it out of the ordinary. I'm just bending it like I would apply gel or acrylic, and so far no bristles have moved at all, so that's pretty good. And of course you just slip them back on once you're done, and then it's all in there. So for the actual packaging wise, I actually really like it. It is pretty cool. The colors are great. I love colors. You guys know I love colors. And of course black. Love black. And yeah, this is kind of what the kit is. So let me switch my camera around and we will start the process. Thanks, guys. Okay, here we go. I do apologize if it is going in and out of focus. I am trying very hard, and sorry, little cut right there. So let's go ahead and start. Now, what I noticed right off the bat is that these tips that they supply you with are really rounded. Me personally, I have more of a flat nail bed, and I had to go ahead and as you can see, pre-fit it into my cuticle to make it work. I just had to basically just file this part down and make it a little more straight and round off the edges a little bit, because the rounded corners that they had were a little too abrasive for a natural nail. But of course, I mean, it's a plastic tip. You gotta do what you gotta do. So as you can see, it fits perfectly into my cuticle. So I'm gonna follow the instructions how they have it. They tell you to start off with the base coat, and they don't tell you to cure it. So that part I'm a little wary about. But like I said, we are starting this off just following the instructions. Now, these have a bit of a strange smell to it. It's almost kind of fruity, like they tried to mask the smell of something. I've never really smelt a base coat like this before, but I mean, it's a base coat. So that is on there, and I'm just going to leave it as is. And then the next part, of course, is to use the Polygel, the nice teal one that we're going to use. It doesn't really say how much you need to use, but I mean, I like my nails long, so obviously I'm going to take a chunk like this, and it tells you, so these little tabs are the ones that are not going to sit on your nail bed. It's going to be your free edge, as you can see, these edges. So I am going to slip it in here, just like that. And then, like it says, to use the slip solution, which I am pretty damn sure is just alcohol, you kind of morph it just like this to make it the way that you want. Now this stuff is really, really sticky, so just be careful. So as you can see, it is on there, and I am just going to place it cuticle down first. And there we go. So I'm not really sure if I'm doing it correctly, or I don't know, but we're gonna do it this way. So as you can see, it's kind of bubbling out right at the cuticle. So just make sure that you don't cure it like that. It needs to come off your cuticle, otherwise it's just going to pop off. Okay, and then we are going to put it in the lamp for, it says 90 seconds. But yeah, we shall see in a moment. Okay, it has cured, and of course, as you can see, the coloring is gone, but that's because this is thermal. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this off. Now it looks like you just pinch it and wiggle it lightly. And there's the tip. It's not bad. It's definitely hard. Now, when I did put it in for the first probably 15 seconds, it did burn. I'm not gonna lie. There was a heat sensation, and I didn't think there was gonna be, but there was. It isn't as bad as regular gel, I'm not gonna lie, because when regular gel hits, like it feels like your finger is basically going to burn off. But this was just it was heat, but it wasn't too unbearable. Now, okay, it just looks like I file this into shape. So I'm just going to wipe it off just in case. So as you can see, it's coming, the color is coming back. This is why I really like thermal. And we are just going to file it. Of course, you guys know I like my stiletto nails. Oops. Now, something I do notice about this is that you definitely need to make sure that it is nice and smooth underneath. Otherwise, you get this giant bump. I don't know if you guys can see it that well. It's not really focusing, but there is, there we go. There you can see it right there. I'm gonna have to go in with the drill to fix that. But I mean, this is the first time I've ever used this stuff, so learning lesson. But the stiletto is taking shape, which is nice. And then I'm just gonna go in to where the cuticle is, because there is a bit of a bump. There we go. So it looks like the blue will pop out a little bit more if you warm it up. And there we go. That's the thermal. I definitely need to fix this corner. But yeah, this stuff's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said in the first part, I'm really not sure what the chemicals are that are in this, but I mean, it is strong, I'm not gonna lie. We will definitely see how long these last. I am gonna do my full set, and of course I'm gonna post it on social media to show you guys what the final outcome is gonna look like. But yeah, hopefully you guys like my little review, and I will show you guys the photo once I'm done. Thanks, guys.